To Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee. It's good to be with you this fine and beautiful day. Here's what I want to talk about today. What does it mean to feel connected? And I come from the approach of going down to the very basics. And the very basics is that you, me, everyone, everything is energy. And each of us being energy vibrate at a frequency. And that frequency that we vibrate at determines whether we're connected with something or feeling moved away from something. Our job, then, if you believe this, is to sync your frequency with that which you desire or those whom you wish to be with. So let me share a simple example. A week ago, I was doing the Joe Dispenza 7-day advanced workshop where we meditated about 6 hours minimum every day as a group of 1,800 people. Now, play along with me if you've not ever experienced that and realize that when you're meditating that much with that many people, you are changing your frequency. And so when I would leave at 8:30 at night to go home, I would come home and my wife and my son would be there and they'd start talking. And I realized there was no connection. And I realized it's because we were not in the same frequency. And yet we have that happen every day in our lives. Two partners may each go off to work, doing their prospective jobs, whatever that might be, having a completely unique and different experience. And they come home and they're different frequencies. They're not a match. And so then conflict a lot of times begins and we don't understand why. It's because we're not a match frequency-wise. The thing that happened for me was a week ago Friday when I came back from the conference, I so realized this. And so in order to reconnect with my wife, Jean, I said, why don't we go downstairs and meditate together? And so we came downstairs and we did an hour meditation together. And guess what happened? Our frequencies aligned. And we were able to communicate. We were able to get along. We were able to feel at ease. You hear where I'm going to? The other thing is people say, why don't I have health? Why don't I have abundance? The question is, have you created a frequency of abundance? Have you created a frequency of health? Because the frequency that you vibrate attracts the experience. You see, so many times we try to force things. We try to force things in our lives. We try to make it happen. You know that. We've all been taught that. That's what we got to do. Got to bust our ass, make things happen. Instead of creating an energy that surrounds us and then going about our days on a step-by-step basis, listening to our heart guide us to what's next. I'm not saying you don't do work. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying when you do the work, you're already aligned. You're already that person. So the key thing is, if you desire to be different, let's take health. I think health's an easy one to talk about. What do you think? So if we take health and realize, here you are. See me right here? Okay, that's me right now, today. I want to be a bit different. So what I do is I create an avatar. I create an image of the Lee I desire to be. In that image, I fill in all the details. Perfect health, flexibility, strength, stamina. my system with perfect sight, perfect hearing, perfect smell, perfect taste, perfect touch. I create that my cells are vibrating at a way that they're replacing each other with healthy, vibrant cells and they interact harmoniously. I'm creating an image in my avatar. I'm watching this avatar and I know that it moves with ease, with grace. It digests with ease, with grace. It breathes easy. The heart beats perfectly. And once I create that image, my job now is to step into it. I step into that image and I become it in my mind. I become it in my heart. I become it in my emotions. And I start living and acting from that image. I literally have left behind in my mind my old body, my old frequency, my old conditions, and I've stepped into the new one. And now I've embraced it. Now, I don't go around talking about the old one. I don't go around complaining about what I'm experiencing. I don't go complaining that I don't have it right now in physical world. No. If I do that, I'm taking myself out of the avatar that I created. I'm going back into the old one. You live and breathe like that which you desire is already yours. And this is contrary to everything people are saying. People are saying, gotta work, gotta work, gotta work. There are a lot of people out there talking about relationships. You got to do this with a person, this person, men are different from women, women are different from men, blah, 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 blah. Poppycock. Who do you want to be in a relationship? What is the purpose you want in the relationship? Start living it now, and you'll attract the person. You may even attract it out of the person you're with. The possibility exists. There's always a possibility. Paula says, forcing doesn't work. I've tried forcing and failed. Every time I fail, it reminds me that I shouldn't be forcing it. Amen. You're aware, Paula, that you're able to see the outcome of results, and you realize that the results are telling you you're not doing the right thing for you. It may be the right thing for someone else, but the question we've got to come back to, or the fact we got to come back to, is every one of us is unique. So, for example, I don't know your answers out there. I don't have a clue what your answers are. I can only experiment. What are the answers for Lee? And so what I do is every day I come to you bringing you what I'm going through in my life. I know right now in my life, my energy has been changing so much since that conference because I did a lot of meditating. And my body's not used to that. And so I became very sensitive to feeling energy moving through me. And so there I am waking up at 2 a.m, 3 a.m. I don't worry about it. What do? I go back into a meditation. Did it last night. Woke up at 2. Got up, meditated for an hour, finished, closed my eyes, fell asleep until 5. Don't fight things. It's time we learn that when we surrender into what we desire, when we surrender into what is, and we shift our frequency, that's power. That's our power. But when we fight against it, it's like paddling upstream. Don't paddle upstream. Paddle downstream and then steer your canoe, your kayak. What path downstream do I want to go on? Do I want to experience rapids? Do I want to experience a smooth flowing river? But it's all up to us. And I'm going to tell you something. It's so much easier when we know we're not alone. It's so much easier when we know we're not alone. That's why being in a group and meditating together is a really powerful thing. Every morning at 7 a.m., I lead a group in meditation on Zoom, and it's powerful. Regulars now are there every day. Then we have people pop in and pop out. If you're looking to start a meditation practice and you don't seem to have the ability to do so, join me. 7 a.m. Central Time, 7 days a week. We've never missed a day. I never miss a day meditating because I understand it changes my frequency, and my frequency changes my energy, and my energy creates my experience. Remember, a lot of people say this. I heard Dr. Joe say it just the other day, many, 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 many times. Nothing changes until you change. To wish, to pray, to do anything without changing is a waste of time. Pretty serious message today, but I'll put a smile on because you can make it turn out to be any way you want. Realize the power is in you. And if you want to know about the power in you, that's the title of my book. And you can get it on Amazon, The Power in You by Reverend Lee Wallach. You'll love it. If you haven't got it, I highly advise you to get it. I love to hear your feedback on it because I took 16 different unique powers and said, how can you use them in your life? The book is practical. I don't believe in anything if it's not practical. And the book is in print form, and it's in digital form, and it's in audio. So I've done it in every way I possibly can. The only thing I didn't do is a video on it, but you get my videos every day. So with that, I want to say, hey, what frequency are you tuning your dial into today? And when things appear to not be going right, ask yourself, am I in the right frequency? And Kimberly, I look forward to hearing your report. Everybody, much love from me to you, and I know it's from you to me as well. Make it a great day. Aloha.